And hello again, boys and girls. Welcome back to the final video for, or final clip of the Total War Shogun 2 Fall of the Samurai playthrough. We've pretty much cleared out most of the south. We've got some friendly allies as part of the Empire, and of course we are now in the process of finishing off our blobbing. We've really got to the stage of normal, which tends to happen in most Total War games, is you end up getting to the point where you become too big, and then the realm divide comes in to sort of slap you about a bit to stop you getting any bigger. So far I've enjoyed the playback, but you do see the limitations of Total War games after a point, and the limitation for this Total War game is of course the fact that after a certain period of time you do of course get too big to fail, and that's why you have things like the realm mechanic and all that lovely stuff to sort of ruin things for you and become a general nuisance. I've enjoyed my time playing it. I've enjoyed just being OP and wiping people out. That's why I enjoy about the gameplay of Fall of the Samurai, unless of course you're going Shogunate or you're going traditionalist. But of course you just do start seeing the limitations. It was a nice stint while we wait for new games to come out. Along with the Command and Conquer series I'll be trying to get through, but I suppose if you play it on hard difficulty it'd be a bit more a challenge before you get to the blobbing phase. But what I've generally found with the older or the newer Total Wars is that instead of going to a blobbing phase, they just put garbage in your way, like tedious sort of mechanics or riots or random events that sort of screw you over. So although this wasn't this suffers from the blobbing aspect, it's still much better than the alternative, which is of course the rather irritating tendency to get too big too quick. No, just getting checked in your place. But regardless, we've pieced out and now we're going to go to war with the Blackfellows, what are they called? The Azu, once my armies are in a position to move on down there. So we can see here my fleet should be ready soon to come on down, and then of course we can move on to our next bit of aggressive operations. So we've just done some recruitment for this army. Once this army is fully ready to go in about 6 turns, we'll move this army up as well, and then of course we can resume our campaign further into Azu. We've got a couple of armies building up down here as well, but again with the blobbing phase there really isn't a lot that can happen unless we go our own way in the final parts of the campaign to stop us. And that's why, of course, the old Shogun 2 had the realm divide mechanic. I don't think we've got there yet where you've got to proclaim loyalty to either or one side. But whatever we were to do, it just becomes sort of tedious clapping of anyone that sort of comes near us. Anyway, I've had a pretty enjoyable time playing the game. And I've also had a pretty enjoyable time playing the Command and Conquer game as well. Okay, you're good to go, you're good to go. You'll be ready in 5 turns. I wonder if I can increase the production on these. I doubt it, I doubt it. In any case, we are pretty close to getting massively big, very well, effectively getting to terminal growth. But now we've got to play 7-turnitis, which is another issue with, of course, the Total War franchise, as you eventually get to a stage where you just like spend 20 turns of your life slowly turtling up and getting bigger and bigger and more disgustingly overpowered. I'm actually just going to get on this boat and move regardless. I'm not going to bother waiting any longer. And we're going to move on down over here. We'll also recruit a couple more ships. Well, a ship just for another bit of carrying. Still, games on my radar is that Warlander game, which is going to look like a bit like a Dota-like, and of course, Company of Heroes 3. But I may not be on to see its full release. I'll be away potentially doing bits and bobs. So with this done, the army is of course going to mosey on down to the Yezu, and it's quite far away, but I think we should be fine to reach it. What month is it? Oh, it's going to get to winter, so I'm potentially going to leave my troops on this boat. Can I actually get off here? Not yet. Looks like I can't get off in that territory, which is a bit of a nuisance.
Consider this our offer, and do so with.
I don't need a peace deal. What I want is another gunpowder total war, a good old-fashioned gunpowder total war, set in Napoleonic era again, with modern graphics, modern gameplay, but slower paced. They need to be more slower paced, these games now. So I still can't land. So we're going to try and land over here. There's a port over here we can land on. There's like these mountain ranges have prevented me fully grasping any further growth. Maybe I can't auto-manage construction. Because at this stage I would just auto-manage construction. But I have no need to manage this anymore. I mean, I could just save up my money and make some vassals and just be a general nuisance now. Okay, is that the first cannon? Oh, move this army off now. And move them on down. It's going to the stage as well, the raiding's just not doing anything. The raiding is not even affecting me in the slightest. And even if my allies did betray me, I'm just not interested. But there are little things from the old Total War I did enjoy. The fact that I can make as many armies as I want, the AI can make any many armies as well. Means it's a lot easier to actually defend your territory. Whereas sometimes I feel there's an artificial limitation in the newer Total Wars where you just got an army limitation, so you can't really do anything. You just sort of end up stuck or soft locked by being contained because you can't move forward anymore. Half my provinces up north aren't even paying tax. This says a lot. Now the multiplayer in this had a pretty good synergy because of course bowmen had longer range but of course weren't as effective as gunpowder units. But of course gunpowder units were I think a bit cheaper and also of course a lot more damaging, so if you were a good microer you could rely instead on using copious amounts of bowmen. So I think when I played multiplayer, I had only avatar mode, which was a pain, an absolute pain, because I bought this game like 3 years later. You were fighting against gunpowder troops, and I had to rely a lot more on sort of katana samurai and stuff like that. It was a bit more of a harder business, but bowman was sort of the saving factor, because of course your bowman could stop or sort of compete depending on the terrain. The big problem I found is that with my tactic of human wave and getting into melee of my sword troops, there'd always be revolver cavalry they'd bring and they'd just whittle me down with revolver cavalry because of course I had no cavalry myself to deal with said revolver cavalry. So apparently this would be a difficult battle, but I don't think it would be. Yay, we're legendary. Civil war rages on. Our achievements in the Emperor's name have been without equal. In honour of your loyalty and intelligence, he has declared you regent. You may now appoint a general to the office of Commander-in-Chief. Could I actually do that? How? How does one do that? Do I select my commander? I'm interested in diplomacy. No. It's a lie. It's a con. It's a fugazi. Repair. Build, 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 build. This will be our new base camp to conduct our new military operations to the north and the south. I feel like this was also the right sort of period for the Total War because it had things like garrisons. You didn't have to micro your own garrisons, and stability wasn't too much of a nightmare. Oh, here we go. The conflict has escalated and we have grown strong, serving the Emperor. A decision must now be made to best unify the people of Japan. The Emperor must lead his troops to greatness, and his name will crush all who fight against us. So the Emperor has rallied his bannermen. No quarter will be given to those who support the Shogun. The unification of Japan has begun. In recognition of your military endeavours, the Emperor has decreed that you shall bear his divine banner into battle. None shall dare resist the Imperial Army. All forces loyal to the Emperor have rallied behind you. Unification of Japan in the Emperor's name is yours to achieve. You do not need to crush the opposition. If you continue to spread pro-imperial influence, rival domains will soon realise the futility of their resistance. Or enough of this. Never again will we submit to so-called rulers, and you can make a stand. And the war rages between the Emperor and the Shogun. Your efforts have not gone unnoticed, so expect mounting hostility from all. Imperial and Shogun-related units and agents may no longer be fielded, and your propaganda network must be rebuilt to accommodate your new personal objectives. You no longer have access to Shinsugumi or Shinshishi units. However, your new propaganda allows you to maintain influence within your own and neighbouring provinces. Obviously, we fight for the Emperor.
Each clan has chosen their destiny. We will serve the Emperor with strength.
For the Emperor War.
Friends will become enemies, and enemies friends. But these broken promises no longer concern us. For there remains but two fates. Those who find glory, and those who invite death and oblivion. Imperial strength will be restored.
And this will cause no problems further down the line. Once we've restored the Emperor, we will live as a peaceful nation and not do anything bad.
Yes, my lord. As you command.
Fancy. Fancy. One turn to get these guys fully equipped, and then we'll head down south to knock out the Azu Shogunu Vanguard. Which is not very big, or threatening, or dangerous for that matter.
Let us speak.
Of course, we will peace out with you. And of course we have a military alliance.
Listen to my offer.
I don't actually want a military alliance though, or just have a trade agreement. Well, screw you then. Okay. The Sendai have joined my enemies. Oh no. Guess I'll have to deal with them the only way I know how. Extreme violence. Don't pay debts. And you guys are still pretty friendly with me? Yep. Can I recruit a dude? There's a potential commander over here. Answer that is no. Answer that is definitely no. So I suppose we'll recruit. It's an island, so I don't really care that much. We'll just build up over here. It's too much effort. I'm a lazy not a hoi foil. I'm a lazy Total War gamer. What do you mean I've got to do 2 more clicks to get people on a boat and off a boat? Please bring the mechanic where I don't have to put troops on boats so I can destroy the game and make it almost impossible to defend islands. Also, the great thing about this is that you can actually chase enemy armies, whereas in the newer games, your Total War, Warhammer, always the enemy armies are just a slightly bit too far away from you to chase them down. So you spend about 3 or 4 turns just chasing down enemies that invade your territory, and you're just sitting there seething, crying, holding back bitter tears of anger as he literally dabs and razes your settlements. No! Is that actually my territory now? Oh, it is. I couldn't care less, if I'm honest. You can do as you like with that. I mean, if I want, I could try and send a fleet down. What is that? A wooden corvette? Yeah, we'll send a fleet down and collect that. My big job right now is to sort of crush the enemies to my north and south. I don't like the new banner. No thanks. It's alright, we'll deal with this now. Which province was bombarded? Oh, this one. The one that's being repaired. That's what you get for splitting your forces. You can run away, it's fine. I don't care. Let's go attack another part of your country. Oh, we're at war with these guys as well. Yeah. So if we go this way, we run the risk of being ambushed. But if we keep going, we run the risk of being backcapped. Interesting situation.
As you wish, my lord. You have
No ambush, cool. Apparently you would beat me. I don't think you would. So I'm just going to siege you.
Place for the Emperor. Ready for orders.
I'm going to wait a couple of turns. Seems like the best way of stacking the cash and just doing this all in one go.
Yes, my lord. Waiting for a new course.
Yeah, it just like goes in and turns around. Alright, who am I going up against? Bow, cav, a police force, ninjas, peasants, snipers, spearmen. I don't think this is going to be the glorious victory you think it's going to be. I've only got 2 cannons. Alright, maybe it will be glorious victory you think it's going to be, but I doubt it. You know the drill. Form the great and glorious line. Line infantry, like musket warfare, is so much simpler. You just form, line goes brrrt, and you get some cannons, and life's so much simpler. You don't have to worry about things like flanking or having the better swords or armor. That's wonderful.
Prepare to defend, sir.
Levies are waiting orders. Line infantry. Guns.
Oh, while we wait. Huh? Oh. Don't worry guys, it's going to be an even match. This is why in multiplayer games as well, doing like a vanilla Napoleon Total War, there's a limitation on how much artillery you can bring because of how OP artillery is, and that means you can just camp. I think for gunpowder Total Wars there should be a quick battle randomizer where you're just given a random amount of troops and a random strength size. So it's a bit less, let's go with the most meta build we can think of, which is spamming cannons. That's a shame. Alright, do what you want. I'm no longer interested. Cool samurai, dude. That honor's really helping against the artillery shells. I should have got some Gatling guns. But Armstrongs are so OP. Use some shrapnel shot now as well. The trick with the Shogunate forces is getting into melee. If you can get into melee as your Shogunate forces, you win because your melee is better. But of course, the excessive casualties you take trying to get into melee is what's the problem. So they're great on defense or ambushes, but absolutely awful for actually going on the offensive against line infantry unless you can break up the lines. So that's why like bow cav, heavy cav, where you can sort of flank the enemy is such a necessary thing. But you've got to really break up the formations, otherwise they just turn around and start shooting into their own troops. I think the best AI I've ever played against was the Attila AI. The AI was very good at reacting and acting very aggressively. It's just that Attila's such an awful campaign to play as because it's miserable. If you're playing as the Western Roman Empire, it's miserable. If you're playing as the Eastern Roman Empire, it's slightly less miserable, but still pretty miserable. Great charge, guys. I mean, my own artillery blew a hole in my troops, but don't worry about it. I think more casualties came from my own troops, from my own artillery piece. You alright, buddy? You gonna get up? No. Shame. There's another one going on over here. That's not too problematic. No, my guy's routed. Oh no, they stayed.
Good news, sir. The enemy general is dead. Moving on.
Fall back!
Whoa, you lunatics. Go on, Levy, run away. I don't care. You're disposable to me. Oh god! What are you doing, Cav? Who would have thought grenades would have had that such an impact? No, stop.
Your victory is
Stop
close,
milling
sir.
me. They got a bit closer to the line, so I'm a bit impressed by that. They were able actually to punch a hole to a little bit with the ninjas. Do a bit of damage to the cav. I mean, those grenades are pretty volatile. Sorry, peasant levies.
Sir, a unit has fired off all its ammunition.
You're right, dude. You're right. You seem to have been hit by a phantom blade. Oh, we can end the battle. Battle won. Close victory, apparently. Wipe out that dynasty's entire royal family, but it's a close victory.
This tab gathers together all reports.
Besieging Satsuma.
Of course, we will quote-unquote peacefully occupy. The big thing here is these troops are going to be pretty awful, awful shogunate troops. I'm going to be end up recruiting. So these guys have got a accuracy of 27, ammunition of 15, and a range of 100. I took a look at these guys. These guys got a range of 125, an accuracy of 35. Yeah. And so I can recruit plebs into my midst. This is too much better. This is simply too better. Too good to be messed up. Still, I'll be able to recruit some fancy Boki and Yariki and Yarikashi. And Katana Kashi. These were my guys, so in multiplayer, because I didn't have the best units, I'd go for the Katana Kashi and a load of Peasant Levies. And the Peasant Levies are only 500, these 810. You get a load of these and a couple of sharpshooters or bowmen. And this mass attack in a massive wave of enemy infantry. And hopefully, before your levy routs, your Katana Cav will get into combat.
My sword for the Emperor. Your next command, my lord. As you command.
We shall ambush. Yeah, the Katana Kashi human wave. The only thing that would destroy you would be Revolver Cav, because there's nothing you could do to stop it. So once you're, and because your troops are all on foot, it's very difficult to chase down enemies' cavalry. Give me a couple of spare levy, and then recruit for me just a horde of Yariki or Child and User, and that's still a cavalry army. Of broken proportions. How long will it take for you guys to level up? 2 turns. 2 turns. The campaign for this is also not too big as to take too long. That's what I liked about Shogun 2. It's big enough to give a pretty medium game, but it's not going to be like Warhammer where you spend 200 hours of your life trying to paint the map. Even if you could paint the map with the way the blobbing works. I just feel like the bloat on the new games it means that it's just too... How do I put it? It just becomes too much of a slog to get through a lot of the levels. And generally what you want is less time doing all of this or on the campaign map and actual time fighting. You have that spare levy, I don't want it. Give me a training camp. No, give me a cadet school. Give me another 7,000 on that. If I don't pay taxes, could I move out for a quick lightning strike? 1 turn, 2 turns. Alright, 2 more turns and we'll lightning strike it. Some are good. 1 more turn.
Ready for orders. In his name.
Oh, what? I didn't know why I was so worried about this. All your troops are garbage.
Besieging settlement.
Good. Oh, please don't attack me. No, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. I got swords, guys. They got swords. They got the heckin' sharperinos. There's just something sickly perverse of us being able to wipe out other factions with superior firepower. I love it. That's what I really loved about this. So that's also why I enjoyed Empire Total War to an extent, was the fact that you could, how do I put it, butcher people. Although it's not too politically correct to say. Please don't hit any trees, that's all I can say. Are you looking over the heads of these guys? No, what about here? Yes, you are to an extent, but not really. The fact I can like do Control C and find cavalry in this game is great, as opposed to what it normally is, which is I can't see anything because there's like 12 monsters that act as sharpshooters and a cav. Like, oh, okay, so what's the control group for that? I can see this going wrong. A little bit too high. I feel like this could go badly wrong very quickly, so we're gonna move these guys off of there. Move them here instead. Who are you sending up first? The Shogunate Vanguard, Sugatai. Looks like a flintlock sort of musket. Maybe muzzle fed. Rifled musket, or maybe a muzzle fed musket. Well, the same thing really, but. I mean, once they do charge, they do some damage, but. Fast charging my own troops. I'm not saying you're doomed, but
All possible haste!
oh wow, they've actually breached my lines.
Retreat!
Your general is under attack.
It's like Ayawana, but a Japanese version.
On the line, sir! Loaded and ready, sir! Lay down some pressure fire! With all possible haste! Who died, sir? At the double! At the double!
You have triumphed over the enemy.
Our enemy approaches!
That time the line was broken. I need to concentrate my troops a bit better.
Discovered your hidden units.
But bit saying that, it was quite difficult to see what was going on. But it wasn't too bad because I knew I could retreat my troops up into the hills and use my sharpshooter to shoot down on the enemy as they slowly attacked the cannons. That was a very close victory. I think now I'm just going to make a giant box formation. Just take the piss now. I mean, it's a final video, so why not do a giant box formation? So where's my hill to die on? There it is. A box formation on uneven ground. The best kind of ground for a box formation. Actually, probably not the best idea. So, line. Line. Oh, you're garbage. Who are you? Just chill out here. Just tiny little formation. Do I even have enough troops for a box formation?
Sharpshooters! Who dies, sir? General's bodyguard. Guarding our commander. 9 infantry.
Sort of, but not really.
Line infantry. Orders, sir. Fire, sir. Ready for orders, sir. Sabers at the ready. Sharpshooters. Sabers drawn, sir. For the general.
Prepare to defend, sir.
That's too far. I was hoping to hit the guys behind. Shame. You sure that's a good idea, guys? I wouldn't do that if I were you, personally. I would not advise this sort of action. Good thinking, guys.
Infantry! In all possible haste!
Nice bows. Ow.
Ready for orders, sir! Fire, sir!
That is quite a lot of boys coming in.
Sir, your
No, we're box formation, I don't care. Form a rear line. Turn around. What do you mean? Box formations don't work. I can't even get close enough to actually watch what's going on in that hellhole.
Your men are routing, sir.
No. Marijuana. Marijuana.
Gathering supplies.
Alright, it's time to retreat
I pledge
back
service to marching now.
this way.
Alas, very well.
And the best you can... Oh god. This is the best you can give me, eh?
The Emperor.
I don't want katana samurai. They're not good.
Yes, my lord.
Death and honor.
I want riflemen.
When you consider
Journey complete.
Leave my army be. And actually withdrawing, you can withdraw in this game. You don't get wiped out like total, like Warhammer. There's little things, like little quality of life things that actually makes life endurable in a total war game. It's not this case of, oh, I've lost a battle. It looks like my army's about to get deleted. Because the AI can like move 700 steps. What have I got left as an army? Oh, give me some saber cav.
My lord. March.
Alright, this was going to be a silly army, wasn't it?
Waiting for more.
That was the plan, make a stupid silly army. And this guy was going to build a cadet school.
for the Emperor. Very well. My spirit hungers
Did I save any of my cannons on that retreat? One of my cannons got saved, so I also need to build another cannon.
For the Emperor, without delay.
Yeah, council recruitment and all of that. Council, no, I don't care. Council, because I'm doing it the other way, the better way. That involves me just recruiting from here.
I sought for the Emperor. In his name.
And this is the meme troop. Literally just going to be memes. That's one massive cavalry force designed to just be useless. I also missed the game mode where you could drop into people's single player battles and just fight the battle. Like when Napoleon Total War had back when they were still going through the early testing phase for co-op games.
Ready for there is no higher.
Fine, we'll beat up the weaker army. Thank you. Repair. Repair. Rebuild my battered core.
Destination reached.
We'll keep playing to about 7ish, and then we'll do a custom battle. It's just a meme battle. I have noticed that when zooming in on the clusters, it does crash performance because of collision, but there's not much I can do about it. Unless I turn the graphics down to Papega mode. No one wants that. What I do enjoy about the Total War is you can go back after so many years and with better graphics cards and that, and you can re-enjoy the game. So future-proofing does have its
In service to the Emperor.
benefits.
I pledge service to the Emperor. Laying an ambush, my lord. For the Emperor.
Is there nothing else?
Interesting death stack. I would love it for you to siege me. Go on, siege me.
For the Emperor!
Siege me, please.
My lord! In service to the Emperor!
As you command. Forgive me, but I cannot.
Ready for battle. Ready for orders. March! Fire!
What's a white tiger force anyway? Large bore weapons and cause serious wounds when their bullets hit home. Useful fighting rather than close combat. It's a strict force. But it does need a stronghold, average accuracy and reload, weak in melee. Yeah, right. I mean, depends how expensive they are to buy. I prefer line infantry because there's just a bit more
Shame. Much.
wiggle room with those bad boys.
Alas, that is impossible, Lord.
Ready for... Make haste, men!
Fine. Just don't go around me, just hang around in that area. Just chill. Just chill on my territory when it gets to winter, boys. Just relax. Enjoy yourselves. My casa, your casa. Yay, what an army.
At once! Gathering supplies!
I pledge service to the Emperor without delay. Very well.
Close. One more turn. Yeah, I don't care that much. Siege me! What I've also found in this is the AI is not as bipolar. Which I enjoy. It doesn't become your friend and immediately backstab you unless it gives you some warning ahead of time it's going to do that.
Yes?
It's not just like, ah, you just decided to stab me in the back.
For the Emperor!
I sword for my spirit hungers. Death and honor.
I can send my army down before they do anything too rash there. Because another great thing is this: if you take the enemy's province, you wipe out the clan, so I don't have to worry so much about rogue soldiers or rogue death stats just wiping me out. It's alright, we can recruit boys. Don't pay debts, bows. You know what? Might be time for a cav. Smashing a cav. Start deployment.
Prepare to attack, sir.
Yeah, no.
The damned enemy has damned ambushed you, sir. Your general is under attack.
I don't think as good as the Total War cav charges, but still pretty good. Need Napoleon Total War cav charges. Oh. Nope.
You have triumphed over the enemy.
I have, haven't I? Heroic victory.
Forgive me, but I cannot. My lord. In his name. As you command.
Something, something.
We fight for the emperor. We fight for
Revenge is sweet. Let's go back on our journey, back down to Fukushima. As soon as we've dealt with this army there, which is being a bit of a nuisance. No, I wish I had kept that artillery position. Those artillery pieces. Why are you guys unhappy? Oh, I know why you're unhappy. I don't blame you. I want to calm you down a little bit. Not really, no.
I pledge service to the Emperor. Marching now. Ready for battle.
Yeah, have these peasants.
Very well.
There you are. Okay, we'll call this campaign here, but we'll do a custom battle at the end. You can see it's not too bad. I mean, I've been pretty enjoying the late game as well, as the blobbing and the cav spamming and the abusing the AI. But as you can probably tell, there is no real challenge now. We're pretty much at the winning stage, but we'll do one final battle, which is of course that cav charge we intended. I don't know if the game will be able to run it, but we'll see. Where do I select my starting ammunition? Do not know. Alright, where's my Gatling guns? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then the rest can be light infantry. I will build your army for you. Spoilers, it's all going to be cav. Oh, what do you mean you can't do any more of those? I think that'll be enough. I was going to break my game in it. It's going to break my game. Not the best land for that, but hey ho.
On the line, sir.
Alright, so our plan here, the first line of the great and glorious square. And then just a little bit to the right of this, if we just eke ourselves up a little bit.
On the line, sir. Gunners ready. Guarding the commander.
And again,
for orders, sir.
And then the next batch.
On the line, sir.
This is going to be more of a rectangle than a square, isn't it? Oh well.
Black Bear Infantry. Black Bears are waiting orders. Command the Black Bears.
Why don't I think of doing that?
On the line, sir.
That's a point.
Gunners ready. Ready for orders, sir. Gatling guns up to ready. Black Bear Infantry.
The world's worst square.
Gunners ready. Awaiting orders.
I'm just going to put you all in front. I don't care anymore. I got lazy.
Gun crew awaiting orders. Gun crew awaiting orders. Gatling guns at the ready. Gun crew awaiting orders. Line infantry. Gunners ready. On the line, sir. Ready for orders, sir. Line infantry. Ready for orders, sir.
Let's see how well this turns out for us, or whether or not the game's going to blow up.
Prepare to attack, sir.
I didn't really plan on attacking.
Gatling guns at the ready.
What do you mean they can't fire?
Gun crew awaiting.
Well, good luck to you.
Black Bear Infantry. Front row returning to formation. At the double. Clear fire, sir.
Oh god.
Your general is under attack.
Oh god.
general has fallen. The men need a leader, sir.
That was not according to plan. I know the problem there. Simply not enough Gatling guns. Fine. 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 I'm going to do about 400. There you go. How one of you cannon fodder troops. Right. I thought it'd be like a Nile River, like off Rome Total War. I guess not. Depends if they can just cross anywhere. By the looks of things, they can just cross anywhere. Just saying that wall looks pretty deep. Still. The plan is simple. Hmm. I'm gonna put these guys on the back. That's gonna be my plan. I'll just leave that as it is.
Prepare to attack, sir.
Gunners ready. Blood bears are waiting orders.
Give me a mountain pass or something I can cheese behind. Oh, that's not fair. You've got rid of all the army I loaded for you. Whatever. Literally deleted the army I built for you. That's not frustrated me in the slightest. I mean, it wasn't a particularly difficult a difficult army to rebuild, but still. It's just more clicking, isn't it? This mouse I've had for years, I don't want to click anymore. Here I can't actually see the map. Oh, I can just load an army set up. Yeah. Right, where's this river crossing? Where can they cross? Everywhere. Fine.
Nine infantry on the line, sir.
The men are ready to attack, sir.
Well, good luck. Oh, why do you have to be so try-hard, eh? Hmm.
Our enemy approaches.
Hmm. It appears Gatling guns are not as good as I thought they were going to be. Doesn't help that there is no bottleneck either. We're talking about some good old-fashioned bottleneck maps, is that right? Just give me one bridge over rivers. That's all I want. Stop doing good map design. Well, not paradox. I'm used to slating paradox. One more river map. We'll give one more river map a go, and we'll get delete one of the armies. Ah. Yes. Yes, game. That's the kind of river map I want. Based game. I got a plan. cold cheesing it.
Black Bear infantry. Levies are ready, sir.
No, I don't care. Too much hassle. That's too much hassle, my dudes. So we tried with Gatlings at the front. Let's try with Gatlings on the back now.
Levies are awaiting orders. Ready for orders, sir. Light infantry.
Prepare to attack, sir.
Returning to formation.
Hmm. Feel free to fire anytime into the backs of my own troops.
Your victory is close, sir.
That's what I want to see. That's not what I want to see. Oh, Gatlings are crap. I had enough of Gatlings. Game.
Delivered cowards. Your men are running, sir.
Game. It's a slideshow art.
Your general is under attack.
Oh, that's a shame. I believed in the comeback. Must have reload rate 70. Reload at 70. Reload rate of this guy is 65. Reload game 60. Alright, we got a plan here. New plan. Defense in depth with parrots. This is the final one. And then we'll call it. So at the end of the Shogun 2 playthrough. Yes. Yes.
The men are ready to attack, sir.
Your orders, sir.
Now this will probably work on a Gatling gun map. I'm gonna move some more units over here.
Sir, your general is under attack.
Got it, so let's use the French instead. Got it. Makes sense.
Victory is assured, sir.
Let's use the French instead. The only thing I will say about this is the battles are quite quick. I know it's the nature of the combat, I know it's the nature of the sort of warfare, but it's very, very quick. You only got a few minutes of those battles. Sometimes I prefer the longest logs, like in Napoleon Total War, where you could watch a battle for quite a while and then see what's going on the other side of the map, and you weren't having to switch back and forth. Anyway, we'll call it here, boys. So that was the end of the Shogun 2 Fall of the Samurai playthrough. Very much enjoyed it. Just goes to show some of the baser mechanics of Total War were extremely good, and it led to a pretty solid game. While the new Total Wars have a lot of bloat to them, and in my humble opinion, that ends up means that everything is half done right, and a lot of the base campaign mechanics in the newer Total Wars just feel a bit buggy and unfinished and tedious, whereas you can tell by the gameplay and it's quite a well-formed game. Yes, there is power creep, but that's the same with every Total War game, unless it's artificially stopped by Imperium or whatever that limits the size of your armies, which is just tedious and unfun to play as. It's a very fun game. Highly recommend getting it now if you enjoy that sort of time period and that sort of warfare. There's a lot of DLCs for it, and most games will of course work if you ignore the glitching shadows in the background. But I thoroughly enjoyed the game. It's a unique setting, unique history, and it was just to put forward a turn towards the disastrous Rome 2 Total War and the eventual Warhammer. I mean, I liked the initial Warhammer, but now it's so bloated it's just not worth playing. Really good game. Thoroughly enjoyed it. And we will move on to Warlander and more Command & Conquer after tomorrow. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all later. Adieu.